Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian from Kingdom Hearts Xion Cross Nation, and today I want to talk about the Xion banner, because honestly I've been getting quite a few questions about it recently, and I figured I might as well make a video about it to help address that issue. One of the questions I've been getting quite a bit recently is in terms of whether or not to pull for the Xion medal, but not exactly just like in a general sense, but in these like select niche situations. And the most common situation that I've been getting recently is, let's say, what if I don't have enough jewels to get the mercy pull for the Xion banner, but I have, I can do a few pulls. Should I do pulls for the Xion banner? Okay. Well, we know from looking at it, like right here on my screen, that the Xion banner is a 15 mercy pull, which is absolutely ridiculous. like that hurts me. Okay, I mean, you can see right here, I only have barely 19,000, almost 20,000 jewels. Okay, and that's still not enough to get a mercy pull in the banner. Like what happened to the good old 5 mercy pull banners that we used to have? Like those were great. Those were at least doable. But 15 mercy pull, that's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know what Sen is thinking. But anyways, in terms to answer the question about whether or not to pull, it's a very tricky and it's a difficult question to answer, because of the fact that it largely just depends on what you have individually, and that's what I'm hoping to address. Okay, because at the end of the day, I can't be ignorant enough to just give you a straight up yes or no on whether or not you should pull for this banner, because that would just be a fault on my part. I don't know what you have as a player. Like it just wouldn't be right. So what I can do though is give you some general advice to help you make more of an educated guess on your behalf as to whether or not you think you should pull for this banner. So here's the things about pulling for the Xion banner. Okay, so first of all, the main thing you want to ask yourself is, do you have the Kairi EX medal, the illustrated Kairi EX medal? If you answered yes, then honestly, chances are you don't really need to pull for this banner at all. You could honestly completely ignore this banner and you will be okay. You can be fine. You don't need Xion EX, okay? The reason why I'm stating this is because of the fact that currently the meta is defined by illustrated Kairi EX and illustrated Xion EX. However, I do want to state that illustrated Kairi EX is still the best medal in the game, strictly because of the fact that there's more upright support in the game at the moment, especially in terms of buffs as well, compared to there is to reverse support. And so in that like aspect, Kairi EX is still the best medal in the game. Xion EX is still like right there next to her. Okay, and I have no doubt that soon in the future we will start seeing more reverse support in the future as well. So that's the first thing. Let's say you said no and you don't have the illustrated Kairi EX. Well, here's the thing then. Like I mentioned before, the meta is currently defined by essentially these two medals. Like, it's hard to be like top-notch competitive without having one of these two medals, because of the fact just how much they're doing for you. It's like what used to take us like 3 or 4 slots to achieve the buffs and debuffs for setups, these medals can do in like 1 or 2 slots. Like it's a little ridiculous. Because the only strategy you need to do with this medal is you have this medal and you put a copy medal next to it, and bam, you pretty much maxed out almost all of your stats. The only stat that would not be maxed out is the general defense debuff. But so that's where that is in terms of if you don't have Kairi EX. Now here's also another thing to keep in mind though, and that's whether or not you have enough copy medals. Now, and I'm going to go into my medal section as well for this. Alright, so if you don't have Kairi EX, and you obviously don't have Xion EX, okay, I'm leaning towards saying yes on whether or not you should try pulling for this banner. However, there is another like check mark you need to like look at first before you actually go and start doing that, and that's the fact whether or not you have the copy medals, and that would be medals such as let me circle it here, such as HD Xion, HD Antiform Sora, Key Art Sky, Key Art Bonds, and Key Art Beginnings, HD Nominate. Oh, and HD Vanitas. Okay, if you happen to have that too. I just don't have HD Vanitas. That's the only one I'm missing, and I tried really hard to get it. Those are the medals that you need to look out for to see if you have. Now, and the reason why I'm bringing up the copy medals is because of the fact that amongst all of the medals in the game, the medals that get used the most, and I would probably say get used in almost every single setup that supports them, are the copy medals. Like, the copy medals are by far the best medals in the game because of how good utility-wise they are. They literally turn into everything. They can turn into a damage medal. They can turn into a utility medal. They can turn into any freaking medal that you want in the game that you happen to have. So that by far, it like makes them the best medal in the game because they're scalable with the game. And there's not many medals that can do that. And part of the reason for this too is because the fact that copy medals, if you have copy medals, the more copy medals that you have in the game, the more you can go on into the future and look at future banner medals and stuff and be like, I can skip this medal because I can just continue using my current setup with so-and-so medal with this copy medal. It just allows you to do more stuff in the game. And as well as to make better, it's like, what I'm trying to say is it's like one of the best investments into the game you can make because of how much it lets you like skip through a lot of stuff in the game. And before I forget as well, one of the reasons why I'm mentioning the copy medals as well is because of the fact to even use Kairi EX or Xion EX properly in the first place, you need the copy medals. Like, you have to have the copy medals. They're practically like mandatory. So in that aspect, I would say that if you don't have illustrated Kairi EX and you don't have many copy medals, I would recommend not pulling from Xion EX because of the fact that we're supposed to be getting a copy medal banner soon. But honestly, at the rate we're going, to be honest, I don't know if we're actually going to get one because of how like Senna's like just not giving to us. Like, we kind of expect it to be coming soon, but we haven't seen it yet. So it's making me down him a little bit, especially with how Senna's been acting. So, and at the same time, if you don't have Xion EX, it's not going to be the end of the world. Chances are she'll pop up again fairly soon. If not her, illustrated Kairi is probably going to pop up fairly soon again too. It's just one of those things that would you rather save your medals and use them for something that's probably going to be a lot more useful and guaranteed, or would you use your jewels, I mean, on something that you have a possible chance of getting but it's not guaranteed at all? Like, you could just straight up whiff and just end up using all your jewels and not have anything left over. It's one of those situations. If you do happen to have enough copy medals but you don't have illustrated Kairi EX, then yes, I would say it would be worth at least doing a few pulls from the Xion EX banner to at least try and see if you can manage to get her within those few pulls. But if you don't, oh well. Alright. It's not like it hasn't happened before. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I just kind of wanted to go over that for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know in the comments below. I've even been having a few people message me directly on like Twitter and Facebook through my fan page and my Twitter account and stuff. So you can feel free to ask me on there too if you have any questions or concerns. But other than that, that's it for today, guys. My name is Brian from Kingdom Hearts Cross Nation, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.